Hey girls, we are coming to you live. So excited to kick off our product expo. We're just going to give you guys about 30 seconds to log in and then we will get started. How are you guys doing today? Hopefully this is working. Y'all can comment. I think it's working. All right, everybody's loading in.
Yay!
Yay! We're just so excited to share with you all this week. I know we have an incredible lineup of amazing leaders who are going to share with you and impart all of the wisdom that they have gleaned over their years of being Jamberry consultants and just sharing their tips and tricks and what has worked for them. And so today we wanted to just kind of start off with talking about nail health because I think that is foundational to getting a great application with our products and having a great experience with our products. So yeah, we're excited.
Yeah, we are really excited. And I feel like we really want all of us to walk away with just increased understanding and knowledge of our products. And just being able to know our products, to be able to own know the importance of owning our products and using our products. And then that I feel like is going to really empower us as consultants to go out and really empower our customers too, because we're going to have all that knowledge that we're going to be able to gain from this week. So I couldn't be more excited.
I think that's absolutely true. I know for me, before Jamberry, I really wasn't a nail girl, and I have learned so much, and I'm still actually learning, but there were some basic things that I didn't understand about my nail bed and about how to have healthy nails. So I just wanted to share with you guys some of the things that I have learned. Something that I didn't realize before is that our nail bed is actually essentially they're layers of dead cells made up of a protein called keratin. And that protein is the same thing that your hair is made of. And this is important to understand because I think we have experienced that we've had multiple even consultants and customers that have different experiences with our products. And understanding that genetics play a huge role in our nail health. They play a huge role in what kind of experience you have with our products. And so we need to understand all of those things. We need to acknowledge those things and recognize that we want to have multiple little tools in our toolbox to help customers troubleshoot and to really give them good service. So these layers of dead cells, we need to understand and fully grasp and fully embrace the fact that if they are not properly moisturized, they are going to have a tendency to be more brittle, to crack, to peel, especially when you're using an adhesive on top of them. So this is one of the reasons why we want to explain to our customers that they have to stay well hydrated. They want to stay well hydrated, and especially in the winter, this is incredibly important. The summer months, this is not as big of an issue, but in the winter months, this can be a huge thing for your customers. So we're going to be talking about overall health, some of the products that we have that can help with overall health, specifically Beauty Boost. And Debbie Bird is going to talk about that here in just a few minutes. And so I'm not going to focus on the Beauty Boost. We're just going to be talking a little bit about some of our other products that you can use to enhance your overall health. So Brooke, take it away.
Yeah, I feel like that it's really important for us to be able to educate our customers to take care of their cuticles. And, I am just like Melody. I was not a nail girl before Jamberry, and so I have learned a ton. And so, just the fact that our cuticles actually serve a purpose and, that they seal in moisture, they protect, against infection. And that, in the past, I've gone in and cut my cuticles. Bad idea. I didn't realize that I was not, that wasn't really something I was supposed to be doing. But when we do that, when we go in and cut them, we take the softness away from them. And then that takes away some of those things that they're actually designed for. And so instead, just being able to go in and push them back and not cut them, and that keeps them soft. We have two great products that are, I feel like are fabulous for taking care of our cuticles. The first one is our cuticle pen. It also comes in a bottle, but the pen is amazing because of its portability. If you're not using this, it's a must in my book because just because of the portability of it, super easy. I just click it and then I'm able to stick it, put it on, put it on my cuticles. And because I do this probably at least twice a day. And I've seen a huge, huge difference in the health of my cuticles, in the health of my nails. And then I always follow up with our Nourish. This is by far, one of my favorite Jamberry products that we have. And so I feel like this is something that just contributes to the overall health of our hands, but also our nails. And it really does help in conjunction with our cuticle oil. So I feel like those are great. They really complement each other.
I love that. And that is so true. And those were things that I did not understand when I first became a consultant because I didn't really take care of my nails. But an illustration was shared a while back that I really made me have a much clearer understanding. I'm a visual person. And so I'm going to show you guys, if you have, this is what I love to use as an illustration when I'm educating my customers and also consultants, is that essentially if you think about your nail bed, you're having layers just like an onion, and that top layer being very dry. And then you imagine for a second with me that you put a piece of adhesive tape on top of that dry nail bed, and then you just pull it off. You're probably going to get little bits and pieces of that top dry layer on the back of your adhesive tape, right? So if you want to help your customers avoid that damage, you want to make sure that they are hydrating well. And this is a great thing. You can upsell. You can encourage them to get our cuticle oil. I know that we have just the cuticle oil bottle like Brooke was talking about, but honestly, our pen for convenience sake is incredible. You can throw that thing in your purse and it will help you be consistent in using the cuticle oil, which is going to give your customers healthier nails, which is awesome. We want that. We want our customers to have a great experience. Now, I'm going to tell you that genetics, like we mentioned before, play a huge part in the experience that you have with your Jamberry, with removal and also with avoiding damage. So, understanding that and knowing that is going to help you set appropriate expectations from the get-go. I don't tell my customers anymore that Jamberry doesn't cause damage because you don't know what the health of their nail is like. Maybe they have brittle nails. Maybe they're not staying hydrated. You want to explain to them that it can be significantly more amazing than like using acrylics. You experience extreme damage with them. And actually, many of our customers don't have any damage at all. But that's because of these other factors. So you have to know that so that you can educate appropriately and also recommend our other products appropriately. They want to use not just our wraps, but they want to be using our cuticle oil and our Nourish. All of those things kind of work together. And we're going to hear more about the Beauty Boost as well and how that does that.
Yeah, Melody, I love that. I literally had a customer one time who had the bottle of cuticle oil. And she broke it and she called me nearly in tears. She's like, how do I get a new bottle? Because she had seen that big of a difference in how it had impacted her nails. So I just think that speaks so much to that. You were talking about, just setting those realistic expectations about the damage. But what happens if you're dealing with somebody who has experienced damage? Do you have some good advice on how I could help my customer?
Absolutely. I think that there are things that we can do to have nail rehab. If you have a customer who has had dry nails, or maybe even you yourself, and you haven't used that cuticle oil pen, our strengthening base coat is amazing. And you can apply that to your nail bed after you buff out that damage. So get a buffer, buff out that damage, liberally apply cuticle oil and that will help nourish that nail bed and bring it back to health, hydration, and then put that strengthening base coat on top. And this is a great thing to recommend to your customers between applications anyways. And I personally have not used the strengthening base coat, but I have talked to a number of people, and I've heard varying different opinions on whether or not this is something that can be used under the wraps or not. Some people have a fabulous experience and has actually allowed their wraps to stay on even longer and decrease their damage. And other people actually say that the wraps come off sooner. Again, this is where the genetics come into play. So if you've never tried the strengthening base coat, I'm actually going to go buy some after doing all this research, because I'm super excited to try it myself. But get it, experience it yourself, and play around with it. Talk to other people, because this is going to give you another tool in your toolbox to help educate customers appropriately. So I have a question for you, Brooke.
Okay.
A lot of us have been hearing that we are now 8-free. We are considered 8-free. Our products, our gel, our wraps, and our lacquer. And we were 5-free, which was awesome. But a lot of people are like, why is that even important? How is that a selling point for us? Can you talk on that for just a minute and explain to me why I should care about that? And what changed? Why are we 8-free now?
Yeah, I love that question, because I know that a lot of nail polishes that are on the market are full of toxins. And, the ingredients in the nail polishes can be absorbed into our skin through our nail beds. And so, Jamberry has always been 5-free, which is incredible. As I was doing some research on this, I ran into some products that claimed to be 5-free, that claimed to be 7-free, and that claimed to be 8-free. And, once the list was updated and things have changed a little bit, then Jamberry also realized, that, hey, we're actually free from all 8 of those toxins as well. And that's what makes our products 8-free, which the thing that impacts me the most on that, and that I feel like can impact all of us, I have 2 small girls, and they want their nails done all the time. And so I absolutely love the confidence that I have in putting on, whether it's our nail wraps, or whether it's our lacquers, or, our quick dry spray, any of those kind of things that I use with my little girls, that just being confident in the fact that I'm not putting toxins into their bodies, even though their hands are going to go straight to their mouths. And I know that, then I can completely, feel very confident and safe in applying these products to my girls. Well, if I can apply them to my little girls, then I can definitely, encourage my customers to do that as well. And I just love the confidence that Jamberry gives us in providing that form for us. That's incredible to me. And like I said, as a mom, that's just really hard to beat. So, I quickly want to run through, now I hope I don't lose you here, but I want to run through the 8 toxins that are listed on that list of, that make us Jamberry 8-free. And I want to talk about some of the side effects that each of those have. And then we're all going to be thankful that we are 8-free, even more than you were before. If you haven't done your research on this, which I'll be honest, I didn't know a whole lot about it until I started looking at this. So the first
I'm excited to hear what you're saying, because I haven't done a lot of research on
yes, and if I butcher the names of these, I really have practiced them. So if I butcher them, I apologize. But the first one is formaldehyde. And it causes that strong nail polish smell, that when you walk into a salon or you have nail polish, and it can cause people to have some difficulty breathing. There's good reason for that. The second one is called toluene, and it can impede development in children and irritate skin. The third product is called DBP, and it can disrupt hormones in a variety of ways. I don't really need any help with that. I think I've already, I feel like my hormones get disrupted anyway, so I don't need that help. The fourth one is called formaldehyde resin. It's similar to the effects of formaldehyde, but it also is a skin irritant. Number 5 is called camphor, and it causes skin redness and irritation. Number 6 is ethyl tosilamide. That's a good one. And it's actually already banned from personal care products in Europe because of its harmful properties. To me, that's very telling. The seventh is called TPHP. It also interferes with hormones. And xylene is the eighth product, the eighth toxin, and it's a known allergen and a possible carcinogen. Okay, now again, lots of words, lots of things in there, but ultimately there was not one of those things listed that I want to put in my body or on my nails, or that I want my kids around, or that I want to sell to my customers. Right. And so I feel like that right there is such a huge selling point, more of a selling point than I honestly ever knew. And so I loved just finding out that information there. The last thing that I also want to throw in is that as I was going through and looking at all these products that were 5 free, 7 free, 8 free, I started looking at price points because I hadn't really ever compared our products to other products that were in the same categories. And so as I was looking, and this is from I'm not saying that I did extensive research. I'm saying from as I was getting ready for this, that the products that I found that also claimed to be 8 free, okay, there were also 8 free, like the other nail polishes, nail lacquers, were actually at a higher price point than what our lacquers were. The cheapest that I saw was $18, and they went all the way up to $31.
Wow, that's huge.
Yeah, for a bottle of lacquer. And so, I know some people look at our $15 bottle of lacquer and think, oh, that's kind of pricey, but not when you're talking, comparing that to things that are still in that same category of being not just toxin free, because there are people who claim to be toxin free, but we are 8 free, not just from 1 or 2 toxins. We're talking 8 very harmful toxins. And so that is, it's crazy.
That is totally fascinating. Yeah. I know that a lot of people have said, well, how do I sell a $15 lacquer? Well, there you go. Sounds like a great selling point. Yeah. Well, ladies, we are so glad that you came. I am super excited to hear what Debbie has to say with us about Beauty Boost. That is coming up here in about 10 minutes. Stay tuned.
Awesome. Thanks, ladies.
We'll see y'all later.